Hey everybody, welcome to the channel, Smoking Guns. Today we're going to go over automatic weapons, starting with automatic weapons and their attachments. And we're going to start with the most common weapons, the Stitcher and the Rattler, and we'll move on to the more rare and then epic automatic weapons. This is just automatic weapons and the attachments. So we're going to try to figure out what's the best attachments to put on automatic weapons. We'll go ahead and start. So the demo I will do standing up, and we'll do 5 meters away from the target.
Here.
And then I'll come over here and make sure that I'm 5 meters away from the target over here as well.
Over here.
So you can see, like, you know what the difference is.
Here.
So this is just stock, a stock Stitcher. So you saw the bullets were definitely went up a lot, right? Like quite a bit. Look at that. Maybe we should start the Stitcher out a little bit closer.
Over here.
Like 3 meters maybe? Or we'll do 4. 4 meters. I'm gonna start right here.
Over here.
Alright, so you saw how those bullets came out. And you see the pattern. So I like the Stitcher. Well, I think the Stitcher will do better since if you upgrade the Stitcher, a lot of the guns when you upgrade them, they're gonna give you a reduced horizontal recoil, like the Stitcher does. The Canto actually gives you reduced max shot dispersion, and the Bobcat also gives you 45% reduced horizontal recoil, and also 45% max shot dispersion, reduced max shot dispersion. The Tempest also gives you 50% reduced horizontal, and the Bettina, it just gives you increased fire rate and reduced reload time. So for the Stitcher, since it's already giving you reduced horizontal, a lot of people say horizontal recoil is the hardest to deal with, but this is already getting rid of 50%. So I'm gonna go ahead and start this off with the vertical grip 2. So the vertical grip, what it's gonna do is it's gonna reduce the vertical recoil, and the angled grip is gonna get rid of reduced horizontal recoil. And then there's a horizontal grip which gets rid of both, but it also reduces your aimed on sight speed, which I believe is a pretty big negative. So the two kinds of stocks there are stable stock 2 or stable stocks. They're going to reduce recovery time, the recoil recovery time, and dispersion recovery time. And then there's going to be the padded stock, which is going to increase your equip time and unequip time, and as well as reduce your aimed on sight speed. But you're going to get reduced per shot dispersion and 15% reduced vertical and horizontal recoil. And then the muzzle brake, or the what do you call it? The muzzle mods, the muzzle brake, and then the compensator. And the compensator is going to do reduced per shot dispersion and max shot dispersion, while the muzzle brake is going to do the reduced vertical recoil and horizontal recoil. So I believe the recoil is going to be best for automatic weapons, but we will test it out today and we'll find out what the deal is. And also see if this extended barrel 2, if it does anything to the pattern. Alright, so now I will shoot it at 4 meters. 4 meters using the vertical vertical grip. Look at how much better that pattern is.
Over here.
See that pattern? It's a lot better. Like the other one was going off the screen even at 4 meters. So yeah, so you can already tell it's a big difference. Now let's go to the padded stock. The vertical grip. Horizontal grip, I'm sorry. Horizontal grip. And at 4 meters. We'll do it right beside
Over
here.
here. Here.
And I'm not doing anything to reduce the recoil on the controller end. I'm just pushing fire, aim down sight, and then fire. Look at that! Wow, also bigger holes. That can't be right. But it's a lot better than the
Over here.
vertical.
Over here.
Yeah, so it's not bigger holes. It's just I don't know what that was. That's kind of weird. But see, the pattern's a little bit better than even the vertical grip. So that's the best so far, but it's also going to reduce your aim on sight speed. So let's go ahead and take this off and put this one back on. And we're going to see the muzzle brakes, I think, are going to give you the best bang for your buck. We're going to put a muzzle brake on there. And these I don't think are going to do absolutely anything for an automatic weapon because it's reduced recoil recovery time and dispersion recovery time. So I don't think that's going to do very much to, an automatic, but we'll check that out as well after we fire this a couple times.
Over here. Here.
So 4 meters. Look at that, it's almost like a laser. It's almost like a laser now.
Here.
Look at that, 4 meters out. Look, those bullets are really good. Like the other one, came up to right here. And the very beginning, it was off the target. So that's I think that's a really good setup. We will try this one now. The horizontal grip with it. Let me get some more ammo. Alright, so we'll try the horizontal grip with it.
Over here.
Alright, the bullets just disappeared.
Over here.
Look, see, the horizontal grip didn't do hardly anything, better. And I think it's because
Here.
the perks you get with upgrading the weapon automatically reduce the horizontal reload. Horizontal. See, it might be a little better, but it's almost the same. And I'd rather be able to aim down the sight better than to have, barely any difference in recoil. Now let's try to add the padded stock. The padded stock, we should see a pretty good difference. So we're going to try the padded stock
Here.
at 4 meters. And look at that. It's like a laser. But if you look how long it takes you to aim down the sight, and we'll test it out, after
Here.
how long it takes you. That is like honed in there, right? So look at the crosshair. You see how it zoomed in like that? We're gonna take this off. And see how it automatically just goes straight to small? I don't know if you noticed that. So let me put this back on. And watch, it'll take a minute to go to small. See how it took that little extra time? So that's what you're risking. But I mean, you can go ahead and fire, like right there. Like I literally aimed down the sight and started firing immediately, and it's still the same pattern pretty much. So maybe the aim down sight, delay isn't that bad. Okay, so the Stitcher, with it maxed out, Stitcher 4, it automatically reduces the horizontal recoil, so I'd recommend, use a muzzle brake with a vertical grip and extend the mag. And if you really want it to be honed in, I'll add a padded stock to it. You know, we are talking about a common weapon though, and adding a padded stock to a common weapon is, you know, maybe something for you, maybe not. So we're gonna move on to the Rattler. Rattler 4. Well, actually, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the Bobcat, since we have the ammo already here. I'm gonna go ahead and put this extended mag on it. And see, this is also gonna get rid of 45% reduced horizontal recoil as well as reduced max shot dispersion. So, let's reload the Bobcat. This is stock. Stock standing up.
Here.
4 meters. It's very similar, right, to the Stitcher. Isn't that crazy? Look, it falls off a little bit. Now we're gonna try the vertical grip on it, like what I think it should happen, because it's already gonna get rid of 45% of the horizontal recoil. So you know how it fell off the board.
Over here.
Look at that, that's pretty good bit better.
Here.
Look, it didn't fall off. So that's really good. And now we're even gonna try to do let's do this compensator, see what happens.
Over here. Over here. Over here.
So the compensator did maybe a little bit.
Here.
Just a little bit, not really that much of a difference. But now we're gonna try this muzzle brake. So I think the muzzle brakes are better for the automatic weapons. Let's test it out.
Here. Over here.
Yeah, look at that. The muzzle brake's a lot better.
Here.
Look at that. Muzzle brake reduced it by about 30%. Okay, and then we're gonna try the padded stock. And see, again, it's gonna take a little time, more time to aim down the sight. But let's do it.
Over here.
And then look, the padded stock reduced it another, like maybe 20%.
Over here. Here.
Yeah, look at that. Maybe another 10, 15% it reduced it from going up. So, now with that said, you can also add the muzzle brake 3, which is going to reduce your durability, which I do not like, and especially these higher tier weapons. They cost so much to repair them.
Over here.
But that's how you really get it to zoom in. I mean, zone in. Like that's another like probably 5% improvement. Yeah, look, that's another like 5% improvement, maybe 10%. But look at the durability, it went down quick. So, compensator 3, let's just try it for
Over here.
shits and giggles. See, the compensators just don't do it right. See, it's like 50% worse, or 100% worse. So, with that said, I think that the Bobcat, the best attachments for it is going to be the muzzle brake 3 or if you don't like the burn durability, the durability burn, if you don't like that, then one of the muzzle brakes. So muzzle brake 2 would be the best if you don't like the durability burn. I like the vertical grip. The horizontal grip, you know, it was a little bit better, right? But it has like the aim down sight thing again.
Here.
I don't think we tried the horizontal grip with the let's see, look at that. That's with the horizontal grip, right? And then we'll just change it out to the vertical grip. It's going to be not that much of a difference, I promise you. Watch.
Over here. Over here.
See, look at that. Almost the same. Look at that. Very, very close. So I think the muzzle brake 2, vertical grip 2, of course extended light back 3, and then padded stock I think is the best ones for the Bobcat. And we'll go on to the medium ammo, or medium ammo weapons. Which is going to be, let's do the Canto and the Tempest. They're kind of, this is like a submachine gun. And this is it's similar. Let's get all these lined back up. Okay, so those two are done. Alrighty. So here's the Canto standard. The Canto standard.
Over here.
Whoa.
Here.
That is crazy. And see, with the Canto, it did just 45% reduced max shot dispersion when you you know, upgraded it. So with that said, let's go ahead and add this vertical grip to it, right? And let's see what happens. So it's a little better. It still goes up very quickly at the beginning.
Over here.
Very quickly at the beginning. So with that said, let's go ahead and add the padded stock onto this, or let's add the compensator. Since it's already got the 45% reduced max shot dispersion, let's try the compensator. Maybe it'll do good for it. Still goes up really quick at the start. So let's take this off and go with the muzzle brake. This is going to do it better, I think. Yeah, see that much better.
Here. Over here.
Still jumps up a lot at the beginning. I think that's just because it's a submachine gun. Let's try this stock out.
Over here.
Wow, the padded stock made it tone down a little bit. This gun's gonna be hard to control though. This gun's gonna be hard to control though. Alrighty. So I think this is the best setup for this gun. It's gonna be the muzzle brake, vertical grip, extended medium mag, and padded stock. This one, let's try the actual horizontal. Yeah, of course it's gonna be better because it does both horizontal and vertical recoil. Of course it's gonna be better. But see, it's not much better. I would get away from this one and do the vertical grip. Just my opinion, because the aimed on sight speed is gonna be slower. So that would be my setup right here. And maybe instead of the muzzle brake 3, use the muzzle brake 2. Just my opinion. Alright. Now let's go on to the Tempest. Tempest is my favorite weapon in the game. Unfortunately, I do not have the blueprint to this one as of yet this season.
Here.
Look at that, it just goes up. Because this is another one that you reduces 50% reduced horizontal recoil upon you upgrading it. So it's going to just go straight up. So to combat that automatically, I'm thinking we put one of these on. The vertical grip 2. And we'll try it again.
Over here.
And look, it pretty much keeps it in the on board. Look at that, very predictable pattern. Very predictable pattern. Same thing here though, without anything, we had a pretty predictable pattern as well. But we're gonna also add this as well, the muzzle brake 2. I'm thinking that the muzzle brakes are gonna be good for the automatic weapons. I'm just gonna use those instead of the compensators from here on out.
Over here.
Alright. So here is with the vertical grip and the muzzle brake 2. Look at that, like a laser. And that'd be really easy to compensate for.
Over here.
Very easy. Look, it has the same pattern, but just smaller. Alright, so I think that's it for Tempest. This is a good setup, just like this. Vertical grip 2. We'll put this on there, just so you can see. It's not going to be a whole lot different.
Over here.
Not really a whole lot different. You see at the... It looks like there's more on the left and right here than there is, but it's only like a little bit over.
Here.
And again, it's going to be a little bit more on the left and right. To the left and right of it. But overall, I think this is a good setup with the vertical grip. Vertical grip 2. And the muzzle brake 2. Alright, now we're going to go on to the Torrente. This is going to be a crazy one right here. This gun is really wild. We won't even need extended mag on this one. We'll need more ammo though. So this is gonna be crazy.
Here.
I'm gonna do this one
Over
at
here.
3 meters.
Over here.
And so you see how that magazine went, you know, fired. It's just wild.
Over here.
Let's go ahead and start it out with a. Let's do this. Let's do the oh, we can't do a grip on it like that. I'm sorry. Let's start it out with the muzzle brake 3. Let's see what it does.
Here.
Wow. A lot more bullet holes on that on the board than over here. That was with the muzzle brake 3. And then now we're gonna use the padded stock. I think the padded stock is gonna be the only thing that does this one justice. So let's try it out.
Here. Over here.
Look at that. And now this one, of course, if you kneel down, it gets a lot more accurate. This gun does.
Here.
See, it's quite a bit. It's quite a bit more accurate. Like a lot. It just goes up. Okay, so this one, the best things you're gonna put on it is gonna be the padded stock and the muzzle brake 3. Alrighty. And last and definitely not least, this one actually is my favorite gun. I think it's a pretty close between the Tempest and the Bettina. So the Bettina, you're not gonna be able to add extended mag to it, but I don't think you really need to. It's 22 rounds of carnage, you know. So here's a
Over
Bettina
here.
at 4 meters. Look how narrow, look how fine it is. Wow. That's some pretty bad recoil right there. See, this one doesn't reduce horizontal recoil, so you're gonna be better off with the horizontal grip to combat both vertical and horizontal recoils. See, quite a bit better. Quite a bit better. And then, of course, the padded stock. You see how slow it is to aim down sight, though? And then, yeah, of course, the muzzle brake. 3 would be the best, but I'm thinking with durability, especially with the Bettina. I like the Bettina. I want it to last a while, so I would not probably use vertical 3 or muzzle brake 3. But when you do, look at that spread.
Here.
Spread is like nothing. So that's probably the best 3 attachments you're gonna put on it for control the recoil. All right, and all that was without trying to change the recoil at all.
Over here.
So of course, whenever you're firing, look, I can control the recoil just by pushing the down. So you can control the recoil really, really well with this gun. Oh, and I'm out of ammo. Well, that's going to conclude the automatic weapon and attachment video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And I will catch you guys next time. Peace.